Thank you.
Thank you too. My name is Rachel, and I'm here with my mates from the African Leadership University. We are the Victory Think Tank, and I have Godson, Brian, William, and Sunny. To begin with, could you introduce yourself and tell us more about HEZA Initiative?
My name is Valentine Kamhide. I'm currently working at HEZA Initiative as a Programs Coordinator Assistant. HEZA Initiative is a local youth-led NGO which works to advance maternal and child health, especially by focusing on nutrition, and particularly from those people from the vulnerable families, those from rural areas where there is limited knowledge, limited literacy about nutrition, about balanced diet, and especially those from the refugee camps and other marginalized groups. Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
My question was, as HEZA, what are initiative goals for the future, and how do you hope your impact will grow over the next few years to come?
Our future goal is to see ourselves covering the whole nation, like the whole districts being covered, being engaged with our messages and our education. Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
My question is, how has the community responded to your efforts, and what have you learned from working closely with the people you serve?
Well, the communities we are working with has really responded. As I said at the start of our project, the national stunting rate was at 33%. That was back in the Rwanda Demographic Health Survey of 2019-2020. It was at 33%. But through our efforts and collaborative actions by different organizations and the government, now the stunting rate has reduced to 27%. So that is a very big number of reduction, which shows that the efforts we're implementing is really contributing.
All right, thank you, Valentine. So my question is, when you first started working on this problem, what assumptions did you have that turned out to be wrong?
Literally, when we started this project, it was like, we were like, maybe stunting is for kids in poor families or rural areas, but that's not true, because we have even seen the children with malnutrition from wealthier families, where there is like a child from the household members who has job, who has food, who has everything, but yet they have children who are stunted. Why? Because there is this poor mindset, this limited skills about how to prepare balanced diet. That's the thing we found totally different from our first perspectives.
Oh, thank you so much.
Welcome.
All right, then the last question will be coming from me. Hi, I'm Brian. Based on your experience, what advice would you give to students who are trying to contribute to solving community problems, especially in healthcare, agriculture, women empowerment, but have limited time, resources, and/or funding?
Even as HEZA Initiative, the founder and the members, we started serving the community when we were at school, back at college. That's when we started serving the community, and that's where the big idea of HEZA Initiative came from. So I think it's a very good time for you guys, or for any student at college who want to serve the community, because when still at school, that's when you have at least ample time to think on that and to make a good research of when it's more efforts, and you align it with your broad visions and what you're pursuing at the college. So I think it's a good time.
I think something that really stood out for me was when she talked about the fact that HEZA did not start as an organization. It started as them just helping the community, and then later that led to its progression and turning it into an organization. I think that's pretty cool. You start with the work and then just build up to the organization. I love that a lot.